So you're thinking about moving to the suburbs of Houston, Texas, and you saw our last video on the hot new neighborhood in Katy, Texas called Elyson. And while watching that video, you fell in love with one of the properties in that neighborhood. And so naturally, your next question is, what's nearby? Where are the shopping centers? Where are the grocery stores? Where are the restaurants and entertainment experience that are near Elyson? And you probably also want to know, how far is it to get to where I work? How far is it from the various locations and destinations across Houston? And if you watched that video and you were thinking to yourself, I want to know how far Elyson is from all the hot spots in Houston, Texas, and I want to learn about what's in the neighborhood of Elyson, then you are in for a treat today, because in today's map video, we are going to explore all the hottest locations next to Elyson and how far they are from destinations across Houston, Texas. And we want to make sure you stay tuned to the very end, because I want to share one of the secrets about living in Elyson and its location, the rest of Houston. So let's get started and dive in today. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. And if this is the first time to our channel, we want to make sure that you get all the latest updates about living in the suburbs of Houston, Texas. Please subscribe to our channel, hit the little bell below so that you get all the latest updates about living in the suburbs of Houston, Texas. Now today we're in for a treat, because we're going to dive into a hot neighborhood in Katy called Elyson. Let's get started. My name is Danny DePetta with the Living in Houston, Texas Suburbs channels, and every single day I get calls from viewers just like you who are looking to make the move to Houston or one of the surrounding areas and have questions about what neighborhoods they should move to, about what part of town they should live in, about how far that commute will be from their job. And if you are having those same questions, or if you're thinking about moving to Houston, Texas, then reach out to us now. All of our contact information is located in the description below. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. Whether you're moving to Houston in 9 days or in 90 days, reach out to us today so that we can help get you the information you need to make an informed decision about where to live in Houston and the surrounding areas. So guys, I wanted to start this video today by kind of giving you a brief overview about Elyson. It is located in the heart of Katy, Texas. It is right off the Grand Parkway, which is a tollway, other times referred to as 99. And one of the other parallel streets is 529. Sometimes it's referred to as Freeman Road. It is zoned to one of the hottest school districts, or top rated school districts in the Houston area, and that's Katy ISD. So let's kind of get started. I want to show you where it's located at and what are some of the local attractions that you can go to, some of the grocery stores, some of the places that you want to go eat. So let's get started and dive into this video today. As you can kind of see here, this is the heart of Elyson. This where that circle is drawn, that's kind of the heart of where Elyson is at. And so let's say that you want to go shopping at Target. Let's say you and your family are a fan of Target and you want to go shopping there. It's going to be about 7 minutes for you to get from Elyson to Target, which is pretty close. Let's say that maybe you don't want to shop at Target. Maybe you're a fan of Kroger's. So let's kind of zoom out a little bit more. It is located right here, and that's going to be about 14 minutes from Elyson for you to get to Kroger's. Now, maybe you prefer to shop at HEB, and you are going to be in luck because there is an HEB located right here, and that's about 12 minutes from Elyson. Now, maybe you don't like any of those. Maybe you want to go to Walmart. Maybe you love shopping at Walmart. If so, then you are in luck too, because there is a Walmart Supercenter only 13 minutes from Elyson. Now, if you're like me and you like to shop at Costco, then you're going to want to know where is the closest Costco to Elyson so that you can stock up on all of those things that your family needs. And if so, then you are going to find your closest Costco right here. And that is only 15 minutes away. And so if you're a big fan of Costco like I am and do a lot of shopping there, you are going to be in luck living in Elyson. So I think we've pretty much covered all of the grocery stores in the area. And if we haven't, let us know. We'll definitely show you some other spots in town. But let's kind of move on to the next section. And what I want to do is show you some of the local restaurants and places where you can go to eat, or maybe you just want to grab a cup of coffee. And that's kind of what we'll do next in this video. To get started, I want to show you a restaurant that's really popular in the Katy area, and it's close to this location here. It is going to be in this Grand Katy Parkway, and it is called Gloria's Latin Cafe. If you are a big fan of Latin food or Mexican food, then I would highly recommend this restaurant. And it again is only about 15 minutes away. Now this Grand Katy Parkway has a bunch of other exciting things, and we'll come back to those in a minute, but I really wanted to highlight that the restaurant Gloria's for you guys. If you are a big fan of Asian food, then you are in store. Then you are in luck, because located right here, there's what's called an H Mart. This whole area right here is a Katy Chinatown, and it's full of great restaurants and amazing Chinese and Asian foods. And if you are a fan of those things, I would highly recommend checking that place out. And like we showed you before, that is only about 15 minutes from Elyson. Now, maybe those places don't fit what you're looking for, and you're looking for a little bit more variety. You want a few options to go and see. Then I would refer you over to La Centera. And La Centera is going to be about 16 minutes, right? All of these locations you can get to very quickly from the 99 or Grand Park. Now, La Centera is a beautiful place. It's got dozens of restaurants. It's got shopping centers. It's got green space for the kids to play in. And if the other restaurants that I mentioned to you don't fit what you're looking for, then I would highly recommend you going to La Centera, and they will definitely have something that you and your family will enjoy. Whether you want to go on a date night with your wife, or you want to take the whole family, you will find a spot that you love and enjoy in La Centera. Maybe you just want to grab a cup of coffee and you want to say, and you want to know, hey Danny, where's the closest Starbucks to me? Where can I find a good cup of coffee at Starbucks? And you're in luck. If that's your question, then the Starbucks is only about 13 minutes away. And I actually think, if I'm not mistaken, there is a Starbucks inside of the Target. And there's also a coffee shop here. If you're a fan of Black Rock Coffee, there's a coffee shop 7 minutes from Elyson. So that one's really close. If you're a fan of something a little bit different, if you're not into Starbucks, then I would highly recommend checking out Black Rock Coffee. Okay, so for this next part of the tour, I want to highlight some of the entertainment options that are very close to Elyson. And like I mentioned before, I told you about Gloria's restaurant. Well, right next to Gloria's, there are several places to take the family for some fun, family-friendly entertainment. And one of the places that I would highly recommend, one of the places that I've been to and taken my kids to before, is Andretti's Indoor Kart and Gaming. Now, they have racing cars, they have video games, virtual reality, they have laser tag, there's all kind of food options. So it's a great place to take your kids, teenagers, family, and just have a fun night out with the kids. And that's only 16 minutes away from Elyson. But maybe that's not what you're into. Maybe you wanted something a little bit different. Well, located right next door is a place called Home Run Dugout, has a simulated baseball machine. And so you can go in there and you can select whatever major league park you want to, and you can actually hit balls in that major league park, which is really pretty cool. So maybe you're not into either of those things. Maybe you're into golf. If that's the case, then I would highly recommend going to Pop Stroke. Now, Pop Stroke was built by Tiger Woods, and I think if you know anything about golf, you know who Tiger Woods is. And even if you don't know about golf, you probably know who Tiger Woods is. But what you may not know is Tiger Woods is one of the founders of Pop Stroke, and it is a miniature golf course. It is actually a miniature golf experience because it is a great place for a lot of fun and entertainment. And it's for kids, it's for adults. They have food serving there. So this little area, which is only about 16 minutes from Elyson, has a world of entertainment for you and your family. You can find whatever it is you're looking for to have some fun in that area. Okay, so maybe you're saying, Danny, I want to move to Elyson, but I want to know where the schools are located. I want to know what schools my children will be going to. And if so, then you are in luck because Elyson is zoned to Katy ISD, which is arguably one of the best school districts in the Houston area and is always one of the most highly rated school districts in the Houston and surrounding areas. And so you want to ask yourself, where will my kids go to elementary school? And you will see that McElwain Elementary is only 5 minutes from Elyson. It's actually in the heart of Elyson. It is developed inside of the neighborhood. So depending upon where you live or what house you choose, it may be closer than 5 minutes. And if that's the case, your kids will be zoned to Stockdick Junior High, which is only 10 minutes from Elyson and is located in one of the top school districts, Katy ISD. Or maybe you have kids that are in high school. And if so, then they will be going to Pato High School, which is only about 9 minutes away from Elyson. And so as you can see, all of the schools that your kids will be zoned to living in Elyson will be right within a 10-minute span. So for the next part of this video, what we want to do is show you how far Elyson is from some of the major destinations across Houston. Now, I know a lot of folks that are coming into Houston, Texas are transferring here because we have a large energy sector. And a lot of folks will be working in what's called the energy corridor. And so you may want to know how far it takes to get from Elyson to the energy corridor. And I'm just going to highlight one of the many oil and gas companies, ConocoPhillips, that's located right here. And it's only 23 minutes away from Elyson, which is not that bad of a commute. So if you're transferring here from another place and you want to know how long it's going to take you to get to the energy corridor from Elyson, it's going to be about 30 minutes. And so the next question we usually get from a lot of folks will say, well, I'm going to be working in downtown Houston. My job is causing me to go to downtown Houston. So how long will it take me to get to downtown Houston? And one of the spots that I always highlight that's kind of in the heart of downtown Houston is Discovery Green, which is also a great place to go if you want to bring your kids and your family. But it also gives us a central point so that we can kind of monitor how far it is from Elyson to this location in the heart of downtown. And if you'll see by looking at the map, it takes about 43 minutes to get from Elyson to downtown Houston. And you can kind of see that route highlighted here, about 43 minutes. And you see that you're going all the way down I-10 to downtown Houston. So that's about 40 minutes, 43. One of the next questions we always get is about the Texas Medical Center. A lot of people that are moving to Houston are doctors or nurses or in the medical profession, and they want to know how long the commute it is. They may not want to live close to the medical center, but they need to know how long it takes to get there. Or you may have a family member who is sick and that needs to be transported to the Texas Medical Center. So it's important for you to know how long it takes to get there. And if you decide that you want to live in Elyson, you'll see by looking at the map, it's going to take you about 50 minutes to get from Elyson to the Texas Medical Center. Okay, another question I get a lot is how close are the Houston sports from Elyson? I want to go and see the the Houston Texans. I want to go see the Houston Astros. How long will it take me to get from Elyson to these locations? And so if that is your question, then you are in for a treat, because I'm going to walk you through just how far it takes to get to these locations. So let's say your goal is to go and see your Houston Texans play football, and you want to know how long it takes to get to NRG Stadium. And if you look at this map, you'll see that from Elyson, it takes about 45 minutes to get there. So if you and your family want to go enjoy a football game, it is not that far of a commute to get to NRG Stadium. Well, maybe you want to go see your local Houston Astros play baseball, and you want to head to Daikin Field. I know that sounds funny saying it because it used to be Minute Maid Park, but now it's been renamed to Daikin Field. So if you want to go see your Houston Astros play baseball at Daikin Field from Elyson, it's going to take you about 41 minutes to get there. Maybe your goal is to go see the Houston Rockets play basketball. Maybe you're a fan of basketball and you love that they have a new exciting coach, Ime Udoka, or maybe you love their new core of players and you want to make it down to the Toyota Center to see some of their games. And if that's the case, it's going to take you 44 minutes to get from Elyson to the Toyota Center to view your Houston Rockets. And of course, a question that we always get is, how far are the airports in Houston from Elyson? Now, there are two major airports in the Houston area. The first is Hobby Airport. And if you see, you'll look on the map, it takes about 53 minutes to get from Elyson to Hobby Airport. Now, the second airport that we have in Houston is Intercontinental Airport. And if you'll take a look at this map, you'll notice that it takes 47 minutes to get from Elyson to the Intercontinental Airport. And last but not least, I always like to show people how far it is to get to the beach. And yes, we do have beaches around Houston, Texas. If you want to go to the beach, the destination that I always tell people to go to is Galveston, Texas. If you want to go to Galveston, Texas and experience Moody Gardens or one of the other attractions there, it's going to take you about an hour and a half to take your family down there, which isn't that far to see the Gulf Coast. So, is Elyson the right neighborhood for you? Well, if you're looking for a master plan community that's in a growing area of town outside of Houston, with great school districts and many options for entertainment and restaurants, then Elyson will be a perfect place for you and your family. But maybe you want to be closer to downtown Houston, and we understand that. And if that's the case, then Elyson might not be a good fit for you. Okay, guys, thanks for staying tuned to the end of this video. And at the beginning, I told you I was going to let you in on one of the surprising facts that make Elyson a great destination for people to move to in the Houston, Texas, and surrounding areas. And now, I've mentioned several times in the video, this neighborhood is located near the Grand Parkway. But what you may not know is that the Grand Parkway is under construction and it is expanding rapidly. That means that your commute times will be cut in half because there will be more lanes for you to travel on. Just wanted to thank you for tuning in to today's video and just let you know if you had any questions about Elyson or maybe some of the homes that we toured in the past, or any questions about how long it takes you to get from different destinations across Houston, reach out to us today. Let us help guide you through your home buying process. And like always, please hit the subscribe button. Tap the bell. Make sure you get all the latest updates and notifications. And if you like the video today, please, we encourage you to hit the like button and share this video with other people who may be interested in moving to Houston or some of the surrounding areas. Guys, if you have any feedback about this video, or if there's neighborhoods that you're interested in that I haven't talked about yet, please Let me know in the comments below. We want to make sure that we bring you all the latest updates about living in Houston, Texas and the surrounding areas. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.